Okay, in this week's video, I'm going to talk about the Borg Cube. This mechanic was introduced in the ARC previously, and I wanted to wait until I tiered it up a little bit. I got it up to tier 9. I think I can max it out to tier 11 at my ops level, but I don't know that I will. But I think, to be fair about this cube, you've got to really review it in two different ways. First, the cube itself, and then the mechanic that they put with this. I'm going to crew this with my best hostile crew, which is going to be Janeway, Doctor, and E-Data. I got Grush, I got E-Troy, Brianna, and Hugh below. The cube itself has decent power to it. I'm going to go into this 57 Dom system here and hit some of those hostiles. The reason why I'm choosing this is you'll see in a second, but I'm using this, but I found out that it will take out 56 Romulan transports in one of those systems. The reason I'm not showing you that is just because this ship outpunches its warp range. Okay, the research for the cube is in the X-Borg. And I just tiered this up to 9. I was saving all the stuff from last time. Now the research for the actual cube itself is this one. I got this at level 6, and that is as far as I can take it till I get to tier 10. The same with the weaponry. And like I said, I took this from tier 7 to tier 9, so I ran out of the research material. So what this will do will reduce the cost of charging the beam, and I will definitely do that as soon as I get a couple of draws. It's going to take me a couple of draws to get that one. There is some good research overall for other parts of the deal. See, this affects all your ships, affects all your officers. To me, these are the two biggest ones in here, are these two. And also you have some energy boost for your weapons. I will tell you, probably I will engage this until I finish some of these out. But after this probably will set on the shelf and never be used again, unless for some kind of event. To me, the only value this ship has is the research tree. The rest of this is meh. This was hyped really big by two of the biggest content creators, this being going to be your best or second best ship. Honestly, no, it will not be. Is it a cheap way to grind? Yeah, you could probably do that. It may have some usefulness for that, but this will never be my first or second best ship. As you can see, it can knock out at level 58 here. I only need 56s to charge. I just wanted to show you the power of this thing. If you crew it right, I can get 58 level hostiles in this system with it. I just really wanted to show you, but for the most optimal use, I would come back and pop one of these 56s. And then once I'm charged, because the beam is so weak, and but while it's flying, I'll just put my wrap. I think for the money that you spent, if you spent the $100 or you spent the one for the battle pass and waited, worth it. But as far as usefulness, it has none for me. Once these events done, and I may engage a little bit to, like I said, to get this research. But once that's over with, I'm done. So as you can see, I can hit a 58 hostile. But this is the messed up part about this this mechanic. I can only zap in one shot a 49. I tried this earlier on 50 and 51s. The 50, it would take 2. The 51, it would take at least 3. So that doesn't make any sense. This whole mechanic is backwards. I should be in here charging the beam up, hit 2 or 3 of these, and then going to the other system to pop one of the hostiles. So for me, this whole mechanic makes no sense. It's stupid, and I don't know why they felt necessary for the purpose of this ship at all. I know there were some people that in the game that wish to have one of these cubes just to fly it. Like one of the content creators, co-host, said he just thought it would be cool to fly one of these. But to me, meh. As you can see, I hit a 56, totally charges it up. Minimum damage. So that would be the way to go. And then go down to this 48 system again and take your hostile. To me, like hitting multiple ones, I'll show you what would do. To stay in the same system, how many that it would take for me to charge the beam up. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, let me find the 49. It doesn't really matter which one. Let me see if I can find another one. There's some people grinding in here, so I'll probably come back and actually do the event a little bit later. Say, look, 4%, 3.9, but let's just say 4%. So think how many of these I would have to grind to be able to stay in the same system. This does not have the warp range to travel to one of the 56 systems in Romulan, Federation, or Klingon space. It doesn't. I think its limits is like a 52 system, and like I said, you won't be able to kill a hostile with that. It would probably take you 5 shots in a 52 system. Overall, is this a bad ship? No. Is it a necessary ship? No. To me, the whole mechanic is backwards. But the ship overall, like if you wanted to use it as a cheap grinder, okay, it will work for that. But it will never be what some of the content creators hyped it up to be, your second best ship. It will never be that. So until next time.